Hello, are we recording? Hello, everybody. This is the Anime Club. We're talking about characters, guys.
Characters from the Tanya the Evil movie, which is all of the Tanya the TV show characters, plus an American witch dude, a nasty-ass Russian dude, and a psychopathic American woman.
I like the psychopathic American woman.
So, I mean, there's Tanya, and there's, like, Tanya's crew, and then there's Mary Sue, and I shit you not, her name is Mary Sue. And then there's hot American leader guy.
You know who your wife is.
You know it. And then there's a nasty gulag Russian guy.
Yeah.
And the equivalent of Joseph Stalin.
Yeah. Joseph.
Yeah.
And then a statue of the great leader.
Yes, a statue of our Lord and Savior Lenin.
Blow that disgusting thing to
There's a lot of communists here.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. I forget. Do we even do Waifu Wars for this show?
Yeah.
We did. Does anyone actually remember who the waifu was a year later?
Absolutely not.
Nope.
But I'll go first in Waifu Wars and say that mine's a hot American guy who actually understands the idea that war is not a personal vendetta on behalf of soldiers.
Well, everyone does, but Mary Sue.
Yeah.
I know. But anyways, I like hot American guy.
Stupid.
All right, we're going to go clockwise here.
Might as well.
I don't even remember who my waifu was in the anime.
Well, yeah, who cares? This is the movie. This is different.
Yeah. God, I honestly, I don't even know. Vorn, you go. Come back to me later.
The adjunct, I guess. No,
Who?
her assistant.
Oh,
the
you mean the girl with the
lieutenant.
massive eyes.
The lieutenant.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tanya's lieutenant.
All right.
Serebyakov.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You freaking know.
Sebrikov. Something like
It's spelled Serebyakov. They just cannot fucking pronounce E's.
Because they're Japanese.
Definitely for me, the new Mary Sue character.
Ugh.
Just because she's the only character that I can actually stand in this show.
Honestly, I honestly still don't know.
My dude, just pick a person.
Yeah, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna pick this waifu out of spite for Nick and Neck. One of the Boardman members.
The one who punches the mirror?
Yes, the one who punches the mirror.
Mirror puncher man.
Yes.
Big, stubborn, old-fashioned guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm getting looks like I have to defend my waifu.
You don't have to defend your waifu.
I'm not going to ask you to because it's very clear that it's on the nose that her name is Mary Sue.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
harp on all you want for being a Mary Sue, but I kind of think that's the point, is that she's too like bright out when she's really not. Like I'll put it this way. A reason why I don't like any of the regular Tanya cast is because of Tanya herself. Tanya herself, to me, is just not an interesting character because there's nowhere to latch onto her with. All I see in her is just a lolly who makes murder eyes at the sight of God. Because she's going at because all the characters kind of have to go at it from a cold, rational perspective. None of them really have any emotional arcs in the shows outside of occasionally, war is horrible.
Yeah.
Whereas Mary Sue is the only character that has a followable, like, emotional arc, and it is a character flaw of hers that she actually has it. And it's not presented as it's a character flaw, but it's a good thing. No, it's a character flaw as in she's saying she's bright and cheery-eyed, like, about helping her allies. She doesn't care. She's a revenge, like, hawk. She's about as cruel as Tanya is, but she's tricked herself into thinking that
she has a messiah complex.
Yeah,
is the right word.
Kinda, yeah. That, and she has the power of God and in mirrors. I have to respect
She's
that.
got like a Thor Ragnarok Thor thing going on, except more murderous.
Yeah. I don't know. I act like when Tanya makes the crazy evil face, I don't believe it because she's a cold and calculating businessman. There's no reason why she would get that satisfaction outside of her personal victories occasionally. Like when she's killing things and making these faces. I'm like, you don't even like war. Why are you making these faces?
Yeah.
When she makes the crazy evil face, you're like, yeah, she thinks she's won. She's emotionally invested in this moment. I don't get that from Tanya.
Yeah, I mean, I described her as like there's that point where the character just goes through like a psychotic break.
Ironically, I find Tanya to be more of a Mary Sue than Mary Sue, in my opinion.
Yeah. Because Tanya clearly doesn't have any major character flaws.
So the difference it feels to me, right, in terms of fanfiction standards. So if we're judging this in terms of fanfiction standards, Mary Sue is the reader insert meant to like win and succeed and be great at everything. And Tanya is the character that somebody wrote way out of character because they liked them a lot to make them like more of the traits that they liked and less of the ones that they didn't.
The reason why I argue Tanya is more of a Mary Sue is because Tanya feels like someone went in and said, hey, why don't we look at things cold and calculating? Also, fuck God.
But that's not necessarily what a Mary Sue is.
Yeah,
I think
because Tanya doesn't feel very self-inserting.
No, I think that the thing
She's
here is
also good at everything, and her character flaw is one that really doesn't have, like, her character flaw of being cold is one that everyone in that war is anyways.
Yeah, but I think you have like a definition of Mary Sue that isn't necessarily quite like the use of Mary Sue that we'd see in like fan fiction.
Yeah, the original use of Mary Sue was also a joke. It was actually
well, yes, but I mean, even so, I mean, Mary Sue fits the bill of Mary Sue much more.
I don't think so, because Mary Sue's flaw is taking, like, yes, it takes the typical understood Mary Sue flaw, but it actually presents it as a flaw. It is a very real flaw that is going to get her killed. And it nearly does in this movie, outside of the fact that she has to be the villain. The very difference is that they're presenting it as a villain.
5 fucking bullets to the chest!
Flying murder lollies with magic.
And God.
And God, the most unrealistic thing about this show.
You're trying to tell me that she's not that much of a Mary Sue when she took 5 bullets.
Do you think, or Seki, do you think they actually want you to relate to Mary Sue? They don't. That's the point of the Mary Sue, is it's supposed to be the reader insert that everyone's supposed to relate to. Just because she's playing on Mary Sue tropes doesn't mean she's actually a Mary Sue or functions in the narrative as a Mary Sue.
I fucking hate her.
It's actually more of a rip on Mary Sue's.
I was going to say something, and then I forgot what it was.
I just realized something. The final fight, it was in the cathedral, and like her shooting the Mary Sue is meaning it's like she's fighting against God in that kind of way, I guess.
Yeah,
I mean, that's why they showed the bullets ripping through the statue of the angel.
Yeah.
And they kind of bounced off.
No, they created damage in the angel.
Yeah.
That was why they showed that, because I mean she just proverbially stuck bullets in the will of God.
And so where this movie leaves off, I actually like where it leaves off more than I like where the series left off. Because where the series left off, it was one murder lolly's rage against God. Now there's a bit of a more tangible problem, but that also presents more of a dilemma. You have the rational murder lolly who wants to end the war, in the emotional Mary Sue, who is in actuality not trying to end the war and would rather fight this war to get personal revenge.
Yeah.
So I think that dichotomy to me is a lot more interesting than just murder lolly versus God.
So the thing I was going to say, so if Tanya was supposed to be like the actual cold calculating murder lolly that she is, instead of having her make that wicked smile every time, she should just give a cold blank stare. That would be more fitting for her character.
Yeah, but it also would make the show infinitely more boring.
That is true.
Admittedly,
that is true.
I'm not arguing that would be a better.
Admittedly, Tanya's psychotic smile is what makes her more memorable.
Yeah, I don't know, but those are the only 2 characters I actually remember. Tanya for the psychotic smile and Mary Sue for having an actual character arc.
All right. So I guess we're done with characters then?
Final thoughts?
Yep.
Okay. So, everybody, like and subscribe and comment.